Hey there, Mateus again from Mazzo Media. Just touching base on something that we don't talk about a lot as filmmakers and as photography people, and that is around our computers. I have a heavy preference towards desktop computing because you get a lot more bang for the buck in terms of how much processing power you get, and it's a lot more expandable, but the reality is some people need laptops. And I think one of the most overlooked abilities of laptops nowadays is to add a second hard drive, and I don't think too many people know about it, so that's what I'm going to talk about today. So here I have a Lenovo G500, and it's nice. It's got like a quad core processor in it. It's an i3 and 8 gigs of RAM, and what I've done is I've installed a solid state drive as the primary drive. And then what I did was, before I bought this, got it for a good deal, what I did was I did a little bit of looking around to find out if there was an expansion port capability here. And what I'm talking about is, if we can get it here on the camera, is the fact that you might see that the optical drive is not flush. And what's happened is I've actually taken a hard drive caddy, it's called. It's usually what you want to be looking for on eBay. That's where I found them. It's called a hard drive caddy. And what I've done is, like I said, I have a solid state as my primary drive, and the secondary drive is actually a conventional hard drive that I took out of what came stock with the laptop. And so what I have now is I have a 128 gig solid state drive, so I have the speed of a solid state drive, but then I also have the storage capacity of 500 gigs, which it came stock with. And this is great for a couple reasons. One is the hard drives no longer become the bottleneck in what you do, and you also get the storage capacity and the speed bonus. So now I'm able to store my photos and video on the conventional drive and then keep all my operating and programs on the solid state. So this is really nice because sometimes when I go on site, I want to be able to just take my footage from my SD card, pop it into the SD card reader, dump the footage, clear the card, and move on. And so the conventional drive has been really good to me. If I'm being really cautious, what I do is I bring a USB drive and I back it up onto the USB drive as well, just to be sure. So that's an example. A lot of laptops can do it. A lot of MacBooks can do it. That's the original computer that I ever did it with, was with my MacBook. The new MacBook Airs, of course, don't have an optical drive. And ultimately, who uses an optical drive nowadays? It's so rarely used. If you need one, bring an external one. But other than that, for the day-to-day stuff, the 2 hard drives is just awesome. And you should be looking out to see if your laptop can do that. Some people have asked me about power consumption on this, and the power consumption difference is nominal, because really what you're doing is you're adding a solid state drive, and that it's like 5 watts. It makes absolutely no difference. So I don't notice any difference in my power consumption. The one thing I do know is that the conventional drive, which is in the optical drive slot, can sometimes take a few seconds to boot up. It seems to go to sleep. And so I guess that's probably a result of the fact that the optical drive and the way that SATA port is designed is not to be active all the time. So that's the only con that I've found so far, but I mean, it's just a couple seconds delay is what it is. But you can't be beat. So again, you're looking for a hard drive caddy, put in your model number, and guaranteed you can find a tutorial online about how to install it. It's easy peasy and totally worth it.